Hey everybody, and welcome to a very item... Oh my god, I did not expect that the tiers would react like that. Anyway, welcome to a very item-heavy challenge run of the Binding of Isaac. This one is called The Good, the Bad, and the Northernlion. It was suggested by YouTube user Anthony Howell. And what do we have here? We have good items, we have items that I do not like, and then we have myself. So the good items that we have, Spirit of the Night, the Nail, Mutant Spider, Polyphemus, and Mom's Contacts. So we have some really, really high damaging attacks. The tiers should freeze as well. On the negative side, we can fly, of course, that's a positive thing. But on the negative side, we have Cat of Nine Tails, Dead Cat, which is why I'm so low on health right now, but I do have 9 lives, My Reflection, and Wiggle Worm. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out. Obviously, the Northernlion part of this is just me, you know, me being here. I'm very interested to see how this works out for us. I think it's, you know, in terms of restrictions, I can't remember if there were any actually listed on the challenge run, but a very obvious one seems to be only being able to go to boss rooms to get items, and even this might be a little overpowered, because the bad items aren't necessarily bad, they're just items I don't like. And our goal overall here is actually to go to Sheol, not to go... Whoa, okay, we're going to destroy this boss. Not to actually go to the chest in the cathedral, just because it's been a while since we've done a Sheol run. Oh, I went to... Okay. Maybe we'll count that as a balance thing. Because what I was thinking is that, like, the only issue with this run so far, the only thing that could really F with us... And of course we have the Joker card on a run where I don't think Deals with the Devil should be kosher. But anyway, the only thing that could really mess with us is this Dead Cat thing. So we sadly lack a lot of health, and we're going to need Spirit Hearts in order to make this work for us. So let's just say that skipping over that HP upgrade right off the bat, that's tying into balance. So we will be able to take the item from Super Lust if she feels content to give us one. But I don't really want to take the Heart. Also, we can't get rid of the Nail. So... I mean, even as is, we could possibly make the justification, like, no items whatsoever. The only thing is, A, that would take a little bit of the fun out of it, I think. I know a lot of people complain when we do runs where you don't take any items at all, and, you know, with good reason. Some people like them, some people don't. But the other thing is, the Nail would give us enough Spirit Hearts to probably make this work. I don't know. We'll see anyway. It's going to be an interesting run for sure. I definitely think if we manage to amass a decent number of Spirit Hearts, then... we're going to be mostly unstoppable, I would have to say, because just beating Sheol with this amount of damage is going to be probably really, really easy, especially given, you know, that we can freeze bosses like we just did to the Duke of Flies and absolutely destroyed him. Please tell me that other Larry Jr. is dead. He is indeed. That should do it for this boss fight as well. We will take our Tears upgrade and our Tarot card and then go down to the next floor. So the Chariot could actually be valuable for us. The only thing we're really lacking on this run... in terms of, like, value, is something like the map or the compass, but, you know, that's certainly not going to slow us down too much here. By the way, if people were like, oh, it's an overpowered run, well, you take it up with the, like, 110 people that voted this comment up. Don't take it up with me, necessarily, because this seemed like a fun run for me. And you know what, maybe it's good to have a casual run after the kind of, much more, hardcore run that we just finished last, which was obviously that, independent run. Where my odds of succeeding were pretty low, but I did well in spite. Given the situation, I think I still did okay. But this is definitely a situation where we could probably speed through this run fairly quickly. I should mention as well, the Tick was supposed to be a part of this run, and that would be like, you know, another side of the bad. But what I will say, actually, you know, Little Chad fits well and firmly onto the bad side here as well. I usually don't really like Little Chad as an item. But what I was going to say is that... you know, instead of taking the Tick, which is a whole mess in the cheat engine, like doing deck of cards, and deck of cards always drops the Tick, and etc., etc., instead, all I'm going to do is just not pick up a trinket, and hopefully you understand that that's actually a better thing, like that tilts balance in the game's favor, as opposed to mine. I just want to see what we're missing out on here, because I'm always interested to see, you know, how often something like Sacred Heart comes up on runs where I'm not allowed to pick up, you know, or go into Deals with the Devil, or Deals with the Angel, for that matter. To be more accurate, I suppose. Wow, we actually managed to freeze both of the Larry Jr.'s simultaneously there, which was unexpected, but also totally awesome. Turns out, I'm pretty confident that it doesn't actually matter that we won't be able to pick up boss room items, or we won't be able to pick up items outside of the boss room, because right now we're doing incredibly well. The only thing that could stop me is getting very unlucky, I think, on the womb. Because if we get very unlucky on the womb, we might find ourselves taking on the order of, you know, a few Spirit Hearts of damage per floor, but I don't know that I've taken any damage at all so far. The only damage that's been done to me has been psychological, via not picking up that HP upgrade on the first floor. And of course we haven't gotten a single HP upgrade since, but since we're not going to Deals with the Devil, that's not necessarily the end of the world, is it? That is another easy floor that's going to be in the books. This is looking like it could be on the order of like a, 15-minute run, especially since we're going to Sheol instead of the cathedral. But let's just kill the pony first, then we'll focus on the helmet. Might as well go with the dude who's been frozen, because that is going to make things substantially easier for us. We got another deal with the devil. Oh, sorry, I can't take the pony. Luckily, that's not a passive, so I can just put it back down. Let's see what we have in here. I was really hoping that wouldn't be Krampus, so we didn't have to fight him for nothing. But anyway, down to the depths part 1. And we'll see what we've got here. We've got some very easy leaper-focused rooms that we're going to be able to get through no problem whatsoever. I actually took some damage there, so that serves me right for having a little bit of hubris a little bit earlier. And you know what? Despite not having the map or the compass, I've been very lucky that I've actually selected the right way to go, like right off the bat here most of the time. We could still end up being screwed a little bit. I'm just trying to think about what could really stop us. We're on Necropolis 1. If we end up going to another Necropolis, and I continue playing kind of as badly as I've been playing so far, what can I say, you know? When you have a run that's as powerful as this, it tends to breed a little bit of laziness, I'm ashamed to say. You know, I've got almost a form of senioritis right now, you could probably say. You know, when people get into college and then in their final year of school, or high school, they, you know, just take it a little bit easy because there's not much incentive for them to do well, I suppose, after they've already accomplished that. To a certain extent, I kind of feel like I'm at that point in this run right now. I'm like, well, I'm already so crazy strong that it's very unlikely anything could stop me, anything short of a major catastrophe. But that might end up being what does me in the end. Anyway, our squeezy upgrade here is actually really good. That probably compensates for most of the spirit hearts that we've lost so far on that floor. I just want to mention again, apologies for my voice. It's an unfortunate reality of the situation that I woke up a little bit sick this morning after not having very much sleep. And, you know, you can blame that on my cats and also, I guess, germs. So, you know, fuck you, germs. But still had to record a lot today. And was excited about recording a lot of Isaac as well, because it had... Oh, that was a total accident, by the way. I did not expect that red chest to pay out, but, you know, luckily Guppy's paw is not, or Guppy's tail is not a game-breaking item, especially when we can't even pick up golden chest to begin with. Okay, now it's time to get real, because I'm getting kind of shit on this floor, which is embarrassing considering, you know, the amount of items that I have at my disposal. Yeah, it had been a few days since I played Isaac, so I've been generally pleased with the quality of today's runs, which has been 4 of them so far. This is going to be our mom fight, which sounds like a sweet website that may or may not be filled to the brim with illicit pornography. Or just, you know, moms fighting each other for money, which is, you know, arguably more morally depraved. Actually, probably not even arguably, but anyway. Let us destroy Mom here. I imagine, by way of Mom's contact, this is going to be a pretty easy fight. It's an interesting run because even though it's called the Good, the Bad, and the Northernlion, the bad items are not necessarily bad. The only one that I really dislike, obviously, was Guppy's, or I guess Guppy itself, Dead Cat. All the other items were like totally, they allowed me to still be functional. What would have made this like super terrible is all of these items combined with Ipecac, but of course that would have also made this run like a serious impossibility because I would have just killed myself on the first floor. I'm not even going to get Pageant Boy because it's just a waste of my time. I'm not going to be able to use that money for anything regardless, so we might as well just kind of make our way down to the next floor, ideally. Now remember, these guys can't do anything to me because the creep is on the ground and I'm way up in the sky. So if I just fire some more shots in here, should be easy enough. Nail charge is done, and you know what? I'm not at as much health as I thought I would be. This all being said, I'm still probably in a really great position, especially, you know, considering once every 6 rooms I do get a free spirit heart, but, you know, damage is going to start to double. Well, I mean, it already has doubled, essentially, from the enemies, so we're going to have to still play it pretty smart. It's possible that my hubris could be the death of me here. Now, I have been very lucky, as mentioned, in that I've picked up, or I've primarily found my way to the boss room right off the bat very easily so far. And we're going to hope that that trend continues here, but it would be very surprising to me if it did, because there's really no basis for it to continue beyond just blind luck, essentially. Well, there it happened, though, so on this floor, I guess we're going to be exempt from a lot of the pressures of dealing with most of the shit on the womb, but luckily, or unfortunately, I did take a little damage there. What do I want to get in this room? I guess I'd like to fight the Fallen and possibly be able to pick up something like a Mom's Knife. Not that it is necessarily the end of the world if we don't. It's actually going to be Triactin, which is one of my least favorite boss fights, simply because of the amount of downtime that this guy has. So we really want to freeze him if possible. That is going to totally screw him over. So 1 or 2 more hits should be enough to absolutely destroy him. Easy enough. And the HP upgrade there actually is totally valuable. So I would say it is time to go down to the womb part 2. Again, we have found our boss room right off the bat, so I'm lucky. Simultaneously, I can understand thinking that I'm not so lucky because, you know, I could just... It's an incentive if I don't find the boss room for me to spend more time on the floor, spending more time on the floor, not crawling around, but... you know, just dealing with these enemies does mean that potentially I get more nail charges, and more nail charges equals more spirit hearts equals more survivability and a greater chance of victory. But that being said, let's not, you know, stack the odds too much in our favor because we're already obviously in a very good position. So this is technically our second last floor. What do we have after this? We just have Sheol. And you know what? Once we get down to Sheol, I might just pop this Hermit card just because I think it would be funny if it managed to, like, work as an Emperor card or something and teleport us directly to the boss. But, it's unlikely. But we don't have the map or the compass, so honestly, we won't know whether it's worked in our favor or against us until it's largely too late, in all likelihood. That is something we cannot... Well, I mean, we can open the golden chest, but I want to avoid the temptation of picking up the item if it is, so we'll just play it cool for now. Hoping for more spirit hearts. Man, I can't stress enough how lucky I've gotten selecting where these... Oh, it's Fester's questing around him. How lucky I've gotten with selecting where these boss rooms are going to be. This has been totally blind luck, but it's been so consistent that I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, you're cheating, you're looking up Troll Engine or Cheat Engine or something. That's not how Cheat Engine works. Okay, so this is going to be a little tricky. We have to stand in a position where our shots are very likely to hit Mom's heart. And I'm not going to use any bombs for this. I'm just going to stand here because these shots are coming in very effectively. I think it's going to make it very easy for us to kill whatever bosses spawn, if any bosses spawn. In fact, we might just be able to stand here and kind of, you know, punish Mom's heart just in the normal fashion. It's already going to go to continuously firing bombs very soon. In fact, it might be doing that already. I can't really tell. It's just kind of exploding in place right now. Much like my genitals. But if we... Oh, that damn zombie is blocking the shot. I can't believe I managed to get hit there somehow. 1 or 2 more hits. Exactly 2, in fact. Means it is time for us to go down to Sheol and possibly finish this run in record time. I guess mostly this is not like the kind of challenge run where you, like, you know... It's Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier or something like that. This is more when you go see, like, an air show at the military base or something. You're trying to see something that's entertaining and absurd, as opposed to something where the outcome is really, you know, it hinges on great play or something. So that is actually, that's an awesome item. Fate. Not that awesome considering we'd only gain the ability to fly and the Eternal Heart, and we don't really have the opportunity to capitalize on the Eternal Heart. And we can already fly, but... you know, it's cool that it's there regardless. I guess I shouldn't have picked up the Polaroid, but it really won't make any difference at all to our chances here, because I'm never going to get Polaroid invincibility. What I'm really just checking for now is to see if I have the fucking divine will to accidentally pick where the boss room is again. That would be fantastic for me. I would feel very accomplished in that. Also very lucky. Thank you for that free Eternal Heart. We should know soon enough. These Lokis, triggering like some PTSD, obviously no disrespect meant to actual sufferers, but triggering some PTSD from the last run where I got my ass kicked by these Lokis and ended up being able to basically just put up about 10 seconds of fight against Blue Baby before actually dying myself. We could still lose this, but the odds of it are now, I would say, on the order of like... Oh, we actually did pick a wrong direction this time. I'd say it's on the order of like 5% chance of loss as opposed to, like, you know, 50% or anywhere in that range. But I did just lose a lot of health there, so... again, stranger things have happened. It's unfortunate that this is the floor where I chose to go in the wrong direction. But maybe we'll... I don't know, it'll come down to the wire more than one might initially anticipate or have anticipated. So Fate is looking ever more tempting as I continue to hemorrhage a little bit of damage on this floor. I guess I should just use the Hermit card at this point. There's very little loss in it for us. See if there's just some regular hearts in here. If there's not, let's pop the Hermit card, see where it takes us. All the way back to where we just were. So, again, the only thing we lose here is time, but still, that's a little bit annoying. So, I almost guarantee that the boss room has to be on the right side here, as opposed to being up and in the center. But you never know, there could be like a secret room or something up there that provides us some value, but I don't really want to worry about that too much right now. Once we get to the boss room, if we got to the boss room with like this much health, or even half this much health, I think I'd feel fairly confident, simply because, you know, we could freeze the enemy, and, you know, by freezing the enemies, we make it substantially more likely that they're not going to be able to do jack shit to us, essentially. So, just kill the... Oh, that was actually kind of close there. One more freeze, man! Okay, never mind. It was unnecessary, I suppose. There we go. Another easy room. More keys, which will never come in handy. I have used a few keys. Yeah, I guess it's not fair to say that they'll never come in handy, because I have used a couple of keys on this run. I am taking way more damage than I absolutely should. This is going to be interesting. Oh my god, please hit him. He's so far away. There's so many opportunities for you to hit him. Okay, we got lucky there. Well, what did I say? Half this much health would still be okay. Let's fucking prove it now. We're just going to fire in an F-ton of shots. This should put us in a situation where, you know, these shots will come backwards and actually manage to do some damage to these zombies. But there's still like 7 of them alive, which is horrifying. I guess this is where we're going to use our bombs. Now only 3. Still too many. Now only 2. Probably a manageable number at this point. Especially now that this dude's frozen. Easy kill and easy kill. Hearts, no. But the nail, okay. Boss room? Of course, I picked exactly the wrong floor to totally fuck up at finding the boss room fast. But still could happen here. Obviously not super psyched about the idea of fighting both greed and super greed simultaneously here. Luckily managed to avoid taking damage there, very surprisingly to myself, and probably everybody watching out there as well. It's the only downside about this is this weird like interaction between quad shot, wiggle worm, and my reflection. Okay, we did pick the right direction this time, which is causing some really funky stuff to go down here, and make some of my shots like just functionally worthless. Is functionally worthless a band yet? Because that sounds like a perfect one. I think Cat of Nine Tails has something to do with it as well. Cat of Nine Tails obviously being the record producer. No, it's just having a weird kind of synergy here that I'm not necessarily a big fan of. Now, it's been a long time since I fought the Satan kind of round of boss fights here, so I'm hoping that I remember what's up. The Fallen is the second most difficult, if I remember. The second form of Satan tends to be really easy. I expect that to go doubly when I can just freeze him continuously. And his patterns are fairly simple, even though I did just take some damage there. It's really going to be about the feet, you know, as Quentin Tarantino would say in the privacy of his own home, probably. It's all about the feet in this situation, so if we can manage to avoid most of these bullets... okay, we're gonna be able to take 2 hits against the feet, which is actually not that much. Because keep in mind, this guy has a assload of vaginal bomb flies, which are gonna be really annoying. It's gonna come closer to the wire here than one might have originally anticipated. So we are, to be fair, we're not in a bad position by any stretch of the imagination. We are, you know, half done with this fight already. If I could just, you know, kill one of these, oh my god, I got hit there somehow. And there, okay, now it's scary. I just really wanted to kill the bombs. Now just... Oh my god, that was really close to hitting me, actually. That should do it. Okay, that was really close, though. We managed to survive. Big thank you to Anthony Housen for that challenge run suggestion. I know it was fast, but it was a lot of fun nonetheless. Continue to suggest your own challenge runs. I just lost complete, like, vocal clarity there. But continue to suggest your own challenge runs. I will do the ones that are most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.